some news that came out. This was looks like it was an interview um, with the director whose name is Rocky Morton,
Rocky Morton.
because he's a well-known name.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, he was the director of Super Mario Brothers. And he was speaking to Sci-Fi Now, and he stated that originally Danny DeVito was their first choice for the role of
Danny
Mario,
DeVito's Mario.
and he turned them down basically because he was too busy at the time. And then he said that Bob Hoskins was available. Um, And as much as like I've only watched the movie once because it is one of those things that you have to
I
watch.
watched it more than once. I was a little kid and I loved video games, and it doesn't matter
So
how,
it
yeah.
it didn't get to you then.
No, because if I watched it now, I'd probably cringe and probably just like, no, no, not my Mario. But, as a little kid, it's like, he's got a bomb. It's kind of small and tiny and doesn't
And it's got
make sense, but
what
it's a
did it have
bomb.
underneath it? Was it Reebok or Nike underneath its shoe?
Probably, yeah. I think, yeah,
Some
I think it
weird
was Reebok.
product placement that then I think you see it right before it blows up or something.
And weird goop, weird de-evolved goop because of the king that was turned into a slime that was, yeah, which I could see where that was trying to fit into Super Mario Brothers 3 where they transformed the king into somebody, but you never did like goopy substances.
It was weird.
Yeah, but Danny DeVito would have been the best. Like he would have been a good pre-mushroom Mario because he's so tiny. But I would like to see like would
I
they
don't
make Danny DeVito taller on stilts
I
once he
don't
got there?
know, man,
But
because looking at that, looking at him compared to like Luigi was played by John Leguizamo, I think.
hmm yeah,
He's a tall, lanky guy, perfect for Luigi. I think DeVito would just be a little bit too short for that role.
no, but he would be perfect. He just needs a power up. Like he'd be the pre-power up. He'd be like,
Which
why is everybody so tall? And so he'd be like,
what
take one of
they do
these.
like moon boots instead of for the jumping sequence.
Yeah, but you know what? Everybody wanted a pair
Yeah,
for
that's
like
true.
a month, and then everyone decided that that movie was terrible. That movie was terrible. That and The Pest.
That and the what?
The Pest.
The
The same guy
pest.
that played Luigi.
Oh,
He was just in a slew of terrible 90s movies.
he was in some good ones though.
There's one or two.
Um, he actually he did the voice of one of the characters in Titan AE, which is
Yeah,
one of Don Bluth's last films that he
and that
did.
was such a good movie. I liked
It's
Titan AE.
okay. Like
It
I'll.
was,
It was actually honestly, it was the second movie I ever owned on DVD.
yeah, and it was good. It had good like lit I'm in over my head, and you're like, this is
Over my
this is
head.
fantastic, like late '90s radio pop. It had some good fun to it, and I really liked it. I like that movie a lot. I mean, we're
Yeah, you had the punk rock in place of like songs and musical stuff that
yeah,
they would normally go into with like a Don Bluth or animated
yeah,
film. But as
and
2000s rolled around, they were kind of getting away from that.
they actually had physics that work. Like when like breathe out, huh? You're crazy. And he shoots out
Oh
and
yeah,
goes into
exhale
space.
before you
Yeah,
got into space.
that you don't actually die just by going in outer space. Just go boop. It is the fact that you've got the pressure because the lack of any kind of gas. So if you
Yeah,
have gas inside of you, the outward pressure is going to cause you to explode.
still very unrealistic. What like that they actually survive with like basically no long term effects. But that's Hollywood.
Yeah,
That's how they
but
go.
yeah, and that was that Matt Damon's first movie where he was in space. Matt Damon was the lead voice.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only thing I've
Back
seen him do a voice for. I think.
back before people just abandoned him on planets. Well, that was so weird. You had just multiple movies where it's like, here's Matt Damon by himself for too long on a planet. Okay. Matt Damon, why are you so bad at space?